Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is Selina. Welcome back to one of my videos. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name's Selina and I release a crochet tutorial every week. And this week I'm bringing to you a project that I'm very excited about. I absolutely love this project. It's really been a labor of love. So this is a triangle super chunky boho wrap, and it features a beautiful chain arc edging, some beautiful tassels, and a simple granny triangle stitch. And this is a very easy and fun project to create, and it's made with super bulky yarn, and I used 2 different shades. So for this project I used Wool and the Gang yarn, and I used 3 skeins in shade beige blonde for the actual wrap. And then I used 1 skein in salt and pepper for the border and the tassels, and this is 100% wool for this shade, and then the salt and pepper is almost 100% wool also. It's Wool in the Gang Crazy Sexy Wool yarn, I forgot to state. And yes, it's a super bulky yarn. It's really nice to crochet with. So I will be popping in the down bar and on my blog selinaveronique.com not only the free written pattern and instructions with lots of pictures, but also all the materials that I used for this project, including some substitutes if you don't want to use Wool and the Gang. I will be linking all of this in the down bar, so make sure to click on those links if you want the products that I've used. I also used a 12mm crochet hook, as well as a tapestry needle and a pair of scissors, and that's it for this project. And I will be using US terms. Once again, don't forget to check out my blog. I will be linking that in the down bar, and I hope you enjoy this tutorial. To begin this tutorial, you will be creating a slip knot. So just go ahead and create a slip knot. Pop your hook through that slip knot, and now you are going to be chaining 4. So chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and now we are simply going to be slip stitching through that first chain to close to create a circle, a ring. So now that we've got this ring, we are going to be starting our first round, which is chaining 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and this first chain 4 counts as your first double crochet and chain space. So now that you've chained 4, you are going to be placing 3 double crochets within that center. So just wrap your yarn around your hook, go into the center and create a double crochet into that. As you can notice, I will be tidying up my loose end as I go along. And now I'm just going to add my 2 more double crochets to create the 3. So just go ahead and do that. There we go. And this is our first cluster of 3 double crochets. Now we are going to be chaining 2, 1 and 2, and place another 3 double crochet within that center. So just go ahead and place another 3 double crochets within that center, like so. And to finish off this round, you are going to be chaining 1 and placing 1 last double crochet inside this center. And this is what round 1 will look like. So it's absolutely beautiful, and it's a very simple pattern that you will be able to pick up really easily. So now for round 2, we are going to be chaining 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Turn your work, so like this, And now we are going to be placing 3 double crochets within this space from the previous row. So just go ahead, and this chain 4 counts as a double crochet and chain 1. So now just go ahead and place 3 double crochets within this space. And now we are simply going to be chaining 1, and we're going to go into the next space, which is also the center. So just go ahead and place 3 double crochets inside this center. 1, 2, and 3. And because this is the center, we are going to be chaining 2, 1 and 2, and placing another 3 double crochets within, so another 3 double crochets within that space, and this creates our center. So this will be the same every time we reach the center. This will be the same at every row. So now we are going to be chaining 1, and we are going to be going into the next space, which is this space here, and placing 3 double crochets into that. So 2 and 3, chain 1, and place 1 last double crochet into this space. And this is what it looks like, and you see it creates the increases as we go along. So it's a very repetitive pattern. It's very easy to pick up. So now I'm just going to show you round 3. So chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So you see it's always the exact same principle. This counts as your first double crochet plus chain 1. You're going to go into this space and place 3 double crochets into that. So 1, 2 and 3, chain 1, go into the next chain space and place 3 double crochets into that. So 1, 2 and 3, chain 1, and now we're going to go into the center once again. And so for this center we are going to be placing 3 double crochets, 2 and 3, chain 2, 1 and 2, and 3 double crochets and 3, and this creates our center. Chain 1, go into the next chain space and place 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, chain 1, and go into the last chain space here and place 3 double crochets. So 1, 2 and 3, chain 1, and so chain 1 and place 1 last double crochet within this space. There we go. And this is our third round completed. So now that we've completed round 3, I'm simply going to show you round 4 briefly because it's just the exact same pattern. So chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, turn your work, and now, and this counts as your first double crochet in chain 1, and now you are simply going to be placing 3 double crochets within that space. So 1, 2 and 3, chain 1, go into the next chain space and place 3 double crochets into that, chain 1 and go into the next chain space and place 3 double crochets, chain 1 and go into the center and place 3 double crochets, chain 2 and another 3 double crochets. So I'm just unraveling my skein of yarn, sorry. So I'm just gonna place my second and third double crochet to finish off the center. Now I'm just going to chain 1, go into the next space and place 3 double crochets into that, and chain 1, so chain 1, go into the next chain space and place 3 double crochets into that, chain 1, and this is our last chain space, so just place 3 double crochets into that, chain 1 and one last double crochet. Okay, so carry on this pattern until you reach 22 rows in total, which is what I have. I'm trying to show you on camera. Again, don't forget to check out my blog, selinaveronique.com, for all the extra pictures. So now that we have 22 rows, I'm going to show you how to create the chain arc edging on this wrap. So what we are going to be doing is creating a chain arc edging on the V side of the wrap, so all along this side, so that's the straight side, and then here and then down again on the other side of the V. So I'm just going to show you how to do this now. So for this part of the project, we are going to be using this skein of yarn, and this is Wool and the Gang Crazy Sexy Wool, Salt and Pepper, so that's the shade Salt and Pepper. And I am going to show you what to do. So once you have this skein of yarn, you are going to attach it on one side like so, and with your 12mm crochet hook. So I've attached the yarn on one corner, I've popped my hook through, and I am going to be chaining 1. So go ahead and chain 1. And place single crochets all along this edge. So I will be tidying up my loose end as I go, and this is the wrong side of the edges, which means that you will be placing a single crochet as best you can along this edge. So try and place them as evenly as possible, like I'm showing you now. And go ahead and place them evenly until you reach the top of the V, and then I'll show you what to do then. So I've gone all the way along, so from the bottom to the top here, as you can see, and I've reached the top. I've placed a single crochet here, and I'm just going to repeat that exact same process all the way along on the other side of this V. So just go ahead, and place a single crochet all the way along this side, and then I'll show you what to do once you reach the very bottom. Okay, so I've gone down all the way along like this, as you can see, and I've placed my last single crochet here at the bottom. And now for row 2, so I'm just going to turn my work right now. So turn your work. So I've turned my work, and this is what it looks like. What we are going to be doing now is row 2 of this chain arc edging. So for row 2, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And now, so this goes with this first stitch. So we have 1 single crochet here, and we've just chained 3. We are going to be skipping this stitch, which is the next stitch, and we are going to be going in this single crochet here and placing another single crochet into it. So just go ahead and place a single crochet into that, like so. This is what it looks like. So now we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, skip 1 single crochet and go into the next and place a single crochet into that. And now chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, skip a single crochet and go into the next and place a single crochet into that. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, skip a stitch and go into the next and place a single crochet. And this is what it looks like right here, and this creates our chain arc edging. So I'm going to let you carry this on all the way around, and when you reach the top V, nothing changes. Just repeat this as I say all the way around until you reach the other side of the V, and then I'll show you how to fasten off. Okay, so I've reached the very end, and I still have 2 single crochets from the previous row. I'm simply going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip a stitch and go into the very last stitch and place my last single crochet into that. So okay, so I'm placing my last single crochet into that stitch like so, and this is what it looks like. So I'm just going to pull up my project like so. I'm going to fasten off. So to fasten off, I'm going to snip my yarn and pull the yarn through this loop to create a knot. And this is what it looks like. It's absolutely lovely. I love the effect. And now I'm just going to show you how to make your 3 tassels and place them on this project. Okay, so I've already done 2 tassels and attached them to the project. I will be showing you how I did this step by step, but I just wanted to give you a visual before we got started with this tutorial. And so yeah, this is one of the tassels, and the other tassel that I made and that I attached onto the project is this one. And now we are going to make the 3rd and final tassel for this project. So I have a book that I'm going to work with, and that book is approximately 6 inches point 2, which is about 17 centimeters, and this is what I am going to be working with. So again, I will be writing all of this down on my blog, so make sure to check that out. Link is in the description. So to create the tassel, I am going to be going around this book 15 times. So just take your yarn and go round the book 15 times. So I'm just going to do this, and then I'll get back to you to show you the rest. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I've gone around the book 15 times. I'm going to snip off the yarn. I forgot to say this, but you need, so let's put this aside for a second, and we are going to be cutting 2 pieces of yarn about this length, which is, let me just check. And that's about 12 inches. So just go ahead and cut 2 pieces of yarn of about that length. There you go. And once you have that yarn, okay, just pop these aside. Sorry about that, it's a bit, yeah. So pop these aside and now just take off your yarn gently from the book. Like this. This is what you have. Just take one piece of yarn and pop it through like this. And now you are simply going to be making a double knot. So just go ahead and tie this twice. And this is the top of the tassel, and this is what we are going to be using to attach it to the project. Once you've just done that, just go ahead and take this second piece of yarn, place it underneath the tassel, and this is about 1 inch. Just go ahead and tie a knot like this. And now I'm going to tie a second knot. You don't have to, but I'm going to do that. And I'm going to go around a few times with my yarn, just to make sure that this is secure. So this is what it looks like at the front, and this is the back. I am going to snip off these loose ends like so. So I'm just going to snip these off like this. And once you've done that, you are going to be searching for the center of this tassel. So this is the center like this, and pull gently on it, and you are going to be cutting this part in half like so. So I hope you can see properly. It's quite an easy process. There we go. And this is our tassel. It's not yet finished, but it will be finished soon. And what we are going to be doing is trimming the end of the tassel. So just go ahead and cut probably just about 1 centimeter, just to make sure that all your pieces of yarn are even. There you go. And so this is your tassel. There we go. I still have, there we go. So this is your tassel, and now I'm just going to show you how to attach it to your project. So now I'm going to show you how to attach your tassel. And so we've attached a tassel on one side, one tassel at the top like so. Again, just check out my blog, there are plenty of pictures. And we are going to be attaching this tassel here very simply. So just take your hook and pop it through a stitch on this side, pull your yarn through like this, and tie your yarn like this. So I've done a double knot, and now I'm simply going to be sewing in my loose end. So this is what it looks like once the loose ends are sewed. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for tuning in. It was such a fun project to make. And yes, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Bye bye.